We have here at Cougar Helicopters an operations specification that allows us the lowest landing limits of any helicopter in the world, which is 600 RVR. That means you've got to be able to see in front of you only 600 feet before you can land. So that puts us down at the lowest landing limits in the world. And of course we have the weather, which can be pretty extreme here. This is the only place in the world where you'll see fog at 100 miles an hour.
So I grew up in southern Labrador, small town, about 500 people, and aviation was just a way of life. In the summer it was helicopters, airplanes and boats, and during the winter months basically it was by airplanes, twin otters and helicopters. So definitely took an interest from a very young age, but I also had a great influence from my parents. My dad was an airport supervisor, so in a small remote community he done the snow clearing and basically anything else that was needed at the local airport. And my mom worked part-time for the local airline, Air Labrador, at the time. So basically it was something I grew up with and sparked an interest, and it grew from there and just continued to grow. And always had a love for even fixed wing, but the first helicopter ride sparked the interest for a helicopter pilot, and that's where the love from helicopters came from.
Let's try and get people into the simulator. We see it every day, and we call it the torture chamber. It's a level D, so you can go into the simulator, you can be trained, and you go straight into the aircraft. It's state of the art, just like the S-92.
Crosswind from the left, so this is natural for the machine to heel over like this, and then as we come around lowering the wheel, and she steadies out. And you see lovely graphics all the way up there, Bella, and the tops of the
Alright, so we're over the pad, we're into the wind, we're going to depart here, follow the coast. So we're into about 500 feet there now, just following the coast down the line. 70% torque. And you get 1,050% going. So that's our new facility. You'll see that is on here.
The aircraft, we always fly it in attitude mode. So whatever attitude you set and release the controls, it will maintain that attitude.
Like if you want to turn board towards the runway, you can take control, cycling. Yeah, she's sensitive. Nose on the horizon. Nose on the horizon. Bring your nose down. Nose down. No, forward. Forward, yeah. Slowly, okay, stop there. Stop there. Let it go. Nose down. Yeah, and a little bit to the right. What am I doing with my feet? No, leave your feet as is. Forward on the cycler. Okay, sorry. There you go. This should be good there.
Sorry, what am I pinching on this? This the thumb part?
Yep. Where you got your finger, right there.
So am I just sending there now?
No, go forward. Go forward some more. Right there, let go. Now you got to descend going 500 feet per minute.
Pretty smooth, isn't it?
I don't know. Been a couple of hours at Morris.
I've never been in a helicopter before, so.
Alright, straighten up your pedals again. There you go. Easy movements. Take your time, take your time. Left cycling. Left cycling. Little collective, left cycling. Left. Bring it down, and you're at 40 feet, so lower your collective a little bit. Straight. Now forward on the cycling to get some speed. Forward, forward, forward. Keep going forward. There you go. Around there. Keep it there. Keep pushing forward, 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 forward. And then around 10. Push down. Push forward, push forward. There you go.
Should I let go of gripping on my on my cycle?
Yeah. Now you can pull back now because you got your airspeed is high. Okay. So on the horizon, you have control. So you're in a climb now. You're at 1,100 feet per minute. Climb, 80% torque. So lower your collective a little bit. Great. No, a little more, pulling a little more collective. 70%. Check 1 mile back.
Ground speed's 50.
Roger.
Ground out 410.
Check.
40 ground speed,
Check.
320 rattle. Deck height's 130.
Check.
Ground speed, 220 rattle.
Deck is clear.
Knots, 180,
Check decision.
70%.
Tail's clear to the left. Over to circle.
Less than 10.
Landing.
My name's Kelly Jamieson. I'm a training captain with the Cougar, technical pilot for the S-92. We're in the sim today. Crew up front is flying away, and I'm running the operating console. So I have full control of the aircraft parameters. I can control the amount of fuel, the weight, payload, center of gravity, and all the systems. I can position the aircraft where we need to go for maximum training value, so that we don't spend a lot of time just driving. Full control of the environment, control the wind, altimeter settings, weather effects, turbulence, sea states, icing, day, night, you name it. We have full control of the weather here, simulate all the conditions that we fly in, and I control the visibility, whether it's CAVU or helicopter minimums, Cat 1, Cat 2, whatever, all at my fingertips. These guys are on a VMC day right now with a little bit of weather off to the northwest, but it's generally pretty good conditions. I can go offshore, out to the rigs, do all our scenarios. I can simulate failing any system at all on the aircraft, put the crew through the emergency procedures that they need to familiarize themselves with, and I can see where we are. I've got control of the map. I can reposition the aircraft a bunch of different ways. Here's where we've been flying around on our different mill trips, and I can replay all of this for the crew after the mission so that they can see where they might have gone off track.
It's all recorded as well.
I can record the whole mission. I can take snapshots, reposition to a snapshot so that we can play a scenario over and over again. We do that quite often for offshore night takeoffs and landings. It's good practice. And we can reposition, and you can do a number of sequences, and then you can build your proficiency, work on any minor errors that you picked up the first time. It's a fantastic device. It's got everything that you can realistically throw at it for all kinds of training. Instrument flying, visual flying, emergency training, VFR training, IFR training, crew coordination training, resource management. Very, very, very realistic. We get great use of it, and it's also a little bit of fun.
Actually, they were quite well. I remember my first day in the sim was quite interesting, and I had 7 years of flying experience. Nothing as big as the 92, but seeing these guys with very little experience, mostly all fixed wing time, it was quite impressive to see how well these guys could fly the aircraft.
Of course, we were on the outside, so we could see the actual simulator moving around, and the shock and awe that people expressed as they could see it moving. I think there was a little bit of trepidation, but of course, it's designed to do that. So it's a great tool.